with the recruitment process, you were getting offers very early in high school. I mean,
Yep.
they were just flowing in, top five schools, top tier schools. At one point, you got three on the same day. I believe it was like Michigan, Tennessee, and Miami, which is crazy to see happen. But what was like the whole entire recruitment process like for you, and when did it really take off?
It was kind of surreal, bro. It kind of took off I want to say the end of my freshman season, going into my sophomore year, spring. I think I got my first offer from Memphis. I was at home, my mom and my coach, he had called me. He was like, Memphis wants you to, give you an opportunity to play at the next level. And I was shocked because it's like you always dream about stuff like that, and then seeing the process that my brother went through and how hard it was for him. And so me having a little, I wouldn't say the easier process, but what I'm saying, I had God blessed me with the ability to, go wherever I wanted to go. So it was just crazy, man. But the recruitment process itself, it was kind of like I enjoyed it. Some people make it out to something that it really isn't. You know what I'm saying? You really should never stress over, because at the end of the day, you're making that decision for yourself, and it set yourself up for, 40, 50 years down the road. So man, it was a smooth process. I enjoyed every bit of it. Going to new places, man. I never really like went on vacations as a family, you know what I'm saying? So for me to go and go to places like Michigan and Alabama and see like different cities and the college atmosphere and looking at stadiums, I was like, bro, my mind was blown away, because it's just something I always dreamed about as a kid.
Definitely. I mean, you really embraced like the recruitment process and going and making the most of it, which is very respectable to see. But something that is interesting is like every one of these schools, of course, they want to make the best pitch to you and say like, we really want you, we're the best. But what like kind of stood out above the rest during recruitment to make you say like they're legit or they really care about me more than most?
I'm at Clemson right now, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you this story, man. It was just, Clemson always kept it real, man. It was, a lot of schools, they kind of put on that image that, man, we love you, you're our top guy, stuff like that. Everybody hears that, but man, Clemson, man, it was like surreal. Like, it's real people, it's real genuine people here, and they actually care about you. For me to make the decision to come there, it wasn't like they were like, what I'm saying, demanding or begging. It was just like, man, whether you feel comfortable with the decision or not, man, we still, respect you as a player, and wish you the best. That's really what that's all you really can ask for. And some players get bashed for, what I'm saying, going to a different school by all types of people, man. But it was not the case here at Clemson, bro. It was a very loving and very family involved environment.
Definitely. I mean, was the decision to go to Clemson over, I guess, a hometown team, Georgia, like easy, hard? Like, what was like the reaction in the state of Georgia when you decided to go to Clemson? I don't even know if you included Georgia on your top seven, for that matter. So what was that like?
Man, it was I consider Georgia a lot, man, when I was going through the recruitment process at the early phases of it. But it was never really that hard.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't I never grew up a Georgia fan. I was actually an Alabama fan, man. I love Alabama as a kid. So they kind of put it up in the air. But you know what I'm saying? It was never really that big of a deal for me making that decision to go to Clemson over Georgia.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Bama, so why didn't you decide not to go there if that was your dream school? I have to ask you that now too.
Man, there's multiple reasons, man. Not the, what I'm saying, I feel like I could get developed. I'm not saying that Alabama doesn't develop guys, they do, man. You see they about doing a draft, but I feel like I could be more of a part of a family here at Clemson, man. And quite frankly, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt more loved at Clemson. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I knew the guys I was coming in with personally.
Yeah, well, on a bright note, you came in with Sergio Allen, who I believe was a good friend of yours, is a good friend of yours. So what was it like going in and being roommates with him? But did you also like kind of share the recruitment process together?
I want to say we shared the recruitment process together, but man, Sergio's like my brother for real, man. Like we met at camps and stuff like that. So our relationship built off that. And we played in the Rising Senior game together in Georgia. Well, the Rising Senior game in Georgia. So it was like, man, we were kind of like glued together. It's kind of really like my blood brother. I would consider him. That's how close we are. But sharing the recruitment process, we really didn't like speak about it too much until he was trying to get me to, what I'm saying, join the Clemson squad, bro. He was like one of the big motivators of, what I'm saying, persuading me to come here. Not, I won't say persuade me, but, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
giving me knowledge on, what you getting yourself into.